So today I went to my local Walmart and I found this. But today we're going to be unboxing this bay. So first bay, going to be unboxing and comparing it to the TT version. This is Turbo Achilles A4. So going over the box, we have the bay here, of course. No metal. We do have a 00 disc, which I'll be weighing to compare the weight compared to the TT version, see if Hasbro cut any corners, made it lighter. And then Dimension S, so kind of a new driver. Not really new because we have it here, but the S version is new on the back. So here's the stats if you want to read them. Just going to show it for a second. So yeah, so let's sit for the box. Now let's open it. Included is the layer, disc, driver, launcher, winder, and instructions. So here we got the Hasbro winder, instructions, and the bay. So let's take a look at the layer first. So this is Turbo Achilles A4. So of course, like I said earlier, there is no metal, unlike the TT counterpart, which does have metal right here. This is metal right here, and this is colored plastic. This is just all metal. So instead of dividing it into two pieces like right here, it's a complete piece. So that's kind of a different design change. This does have burst stoppers, but I've heard they're not good from Lamar. Lamar told me they're not very good. It does have the spring here, which not really sure what. If you take a look at this, you can see the spring is more compressed here. So I'm not sure if they use a different type of spring or something like that. Maybe mine's just worn. I don't know. I don't know about springs. But yeah, so now we're going to show the code. So here is the code if you want to play it in the game for Turbo Achilles. The bottom is not hollow out, which is interesting. I guess they had to leave it like that for the burst stoppers. And you can see it is not clear like this one is. To be honest, the gold doesn't really like bother me. It honestly looks fine. This is clear. It does look nice to see the end terminals, but of course this gold just looks pretty good. So taking a look at these slopes right here. Not really anything I can tell from that. It does have burst stoppers. I can't open these with my hands. I don't know. They're just kind of hard to open. But yeah, so next up we got 00. Let me go get my scale to weigh it. Alright, so first I'm going to do the TT one. So 0.867 ounces. Why is it in ounces? Here we go. Grams. About 38 grams for the TT one. And the Hasbro one is 38 grams. So it's literally, this one's probably a little bit worn, but Hasbro this is actually heavier than my TT one, which is super surprising. So Hasbro actually did something right for once. So now we're going to be taking a look at the driver. So it does have the words here, of course, balance and right here. And does have it on the TT version. Looks to be the same as design. I just want to say this looks a little bit more sharp maybe. Maybe it's just like the angle, but yeah, so let's switch it. This is actually super tight. Like this one, it's really, really smooth and it clicks into place, but it doesn't really stay well. But this one, the Hasbro one, is like I'm actually having to twist it. I can tell this will stay in the battle. So it's more like a screw. It looks a ton like a metal faceplate or a faceplate, honestly. It may be actually the same size, but anyway, let's see compared to this one. So there is no middle piece right here. This is a rubber spike on this one. It doesn't exist in this one. So this is the Slingshock mode, and then twisting it back down, we have the spike mode, but this is a plastic spike, unlike the rubber TT one. So it's tighter. The rubber, less defense, but the tighter and the harder it is to twist it definitely makes it seem to be better. Maybe it'll be better. I don't know. Now the last thing to assemble it, put together. The slopes do not feel very good on this bay at all. Like, I mean they're okay, but I don't know. This doesn't seem to be very good slopes. Could be just the driver. I mean, I don't know. So yeah. So I have these bays right here. And I think I just do a battle against a couple other turbo bays and then versus this one. So that last about the burst stoppers actually looks like they helped, but they don't seem to like help very good when I just did that, so I don't know. So did a couple battles with it, and it honestly does not seem that bad. The burst stoppers do seem to be helping, like in that just now when I did the TT versus Hasbro one. The burst stoppers was right here, like it was stopping the bait from bursting, which is really surprising that they work so well, as I've heard that they are not because of these slopes, kind of these teeth. As you can see, it's in sequence, it's like locked here, doesn't move very easily, and when we get to the burst stoppers, it's like double locked basically. But since these are slides, it's just like, you know, it's not, there's no middle lock really. If that makes sense, probably doesn't. But anyway, doesn't seem like a terrible bait. Honestly, I would pick it up if you see it in stores. It looks very good. Hasbro did a pretty good job on the colors. Really no complaints there. Disc, no complaints there either. Heavier than my TT one, and dimension is basically what the TT one should have been. It's a tighter, better driver. So yeah, that's my boxing review of Turbo Achilles A4. Thanks for watching.